joining us today. We're looking at the end of this year, coming into the new year, making resolutions. We saw that we're to make a resolution to always glorify God, to be thankful, cast our cares on Him, take control over what we think. And we're going to look at another thing we've got to warn ourselves about, control ourselves about, because we saw what we're supposed to think about, and that's 1 Corinthians 10. 1 Corinthians 10:10. Now we know that the Jews fell in the wilderness. They tempted God, and here's how they tempted God. So this is something else we need to guard against and make a decision this coming year not to do it. In verse 10, neither murmur ye as some of them murmured and were destroyed of the destroyer. When we murmur, we are destroyed by Satan, because murmuring is speaking contrary to the word of God. When we're not speaking the word of God and we're speaking the words of this world system, complaining, one, you're accusing God of not being faithful and His word not working. But you're speaking the lies of the devil. You're speaking his language, and you have now opened the door to your life for him to come in. So murmuring must cease. Murmuring is speaking what we might see with our eyes that isn't good, and speaking that instead of the promises of God. And all these things happen to them as an example. So they're an example for us, for they are written for our admonition, upon whom the ends of the world are come. It's talking that these things were written about them, so we would know not to fall in that. Wherefore let him thinketh he standeth take heed lest he fall. Don't get into pride thinking, oh, I can handle this on my own. I can do this. Verse 13, there hath no temptation taken you, but such as common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above all that you are able, but will with the temptation make a way of escape, that you may be able to bear it. You can overcome it. You see, that temptation that's common to man is the same temptation Eve and Adam endured. Deception. That's his only weapon, is deception. And God is not slack concerning his promises. His word is always true. Don't complain about what you see. Don't complain and figure God's not faithful. He is faithful, same yesterday, today, and forever. Do not murmur and complain, but glorify God. Be full of thanksgiving. Cast your care on Him and think on things that are pure and lovely and of a good report. Thanks for joining us today.